Rum fans, welcome along. This is a quick impromptu video. I'm trying to make it as quick as possible. Had a comment recently, shout out to Andrew, who commented saying, is Skipper better than Captain Morgan's or lambs? Now, I do have some lambs and some Captain Morgan's, but unfortunately, as you will see, they're not the ones that I would directly compare to Skipper. So I have lamb spiced, and Captain Morgan spiced gold. Now, Skipper is dark, it's Demerara. So I also have dug out Wood's original Navy recipe. Now, if you're not familiar with Rudd's, it is what I call lethal. It is 57%, but it is also like your typical Navy rum. So, you could compare Skipper to that, probably. There's a little bit of a difference, being that 40% and 57% is quite a difference. But what I wanted to do was to try Skipper and see if I can see if I can refresh my memory on whether it is like, this is a very navy rum smell, a very dark rum smell, lots of molasses coming off it. Thick, smells thick. I'm not going to go too heavy because I've got 4 here, so, and my plan is not to get drunk, so. Probably do half. Probably could have done half of that. There's a lot of body to Skipper. It's definitely not, Skipper is definitely not sipper. I can sip it, but I don't think many people will be able to sip it. It's more of a, if you want some oomph in a cocktail, you want a dark, full-bodied dark rum in there for your cocktail. It's nice and it's sweet. So we shall see. We shall see what we get. So you're saying Captain Morgan's and lambs, so we'll go with those first, because that'll make it closer for me to be able to test. I'm hoping I can get this done within a time frame. So again, it's spiced for a start, so it might not be what you're after. There is dark spiced, which is probably closer. I don't particularly feel like Skipper is spiced, really, so that might help. It's smooth, there's not a lot to it. It's got a nice warming spice to it, but it's not heavy on anything. It's also not higher percentage, not as high percentage. I can't even see the percentage on the bottle. I must be blind. Yeah, so not really a good comparison to a Demerara dark rum that's quite basic. My thoughts on if it would compare to Morgan's is I'd need to get some Captain Morgan's dark, and I don't have any, and because it's Captain Morgan's, as much as I like it when I'm out in the pub, I don't particularly go out and buy a bottle because I'm looking for something different to what I get in the pub. Lambs spiced, again, same thing. We'll compare it to Captain Morgan's as well. Might be putting less in each one here, but don't need the whole shot glass. Again, I didn't do the smell of Captain Morgan's by it. It's not. It's pretty generic. Lamb's spiced, more flavour. It's fruitier, but very similar to Captain Morgan's. If you like Captain Morgan's and you've tried it, and you haven't tried lamb spiced, give lamb spiced a go by all means. I personally prefer lamb spiced to Captain Morgan's based on that little taste test. I also prefer Skipper if I'm mixing a rum cocktail, because there's more body to it, there's more oomph to it, it's higher percentage. Woo! But yeah, so I would say for me, Captain Morgan's is bottom of the barrel. It's not bad, it's not terrible, but it's not got the flavour, it's not got the oomph, it's not got anything that it offers me apart from the price. If you are wanting just rum, you don't care about the rum that you're drinking, you just want the cheap rum, Captain Morgan's fits that perfectly, and it's decent and it's palatable, it's easy going. If you've got people who don't really drink rum yet, you try and introduce them to rum, Captain Morgan's is a good rum to go with. But personally, I just don't like going for your cheapest options. I like cheap options available to me, but if I'm wanting a rum for me, it's not going to be Captain Morgan's, it's not going to be Lamb's. I tend to have them in my collection for other people. The big boy, the bad boy, what am I going on about here? The navy boy. Oh, what a pop. You gotta love the pop. Smell it. Alcohol. That is literally what you smell. It is less flavour than Skipper, in my book, off the smell. Less going on. It doesn't smell as full-bodied, but I know it's going to pack a punch. Definitely don't want too much of this, because I'm going into the office tomorrow. Molasses, burn, kick, great for a cocktail. You will be able to probably taste it in a cocktail without. I don't know what you think of that little quick fire tasting of three common rums and Skipper. Honestly, I might, if you fancy it, I will upload this to YouTube so that you can see my thoughts as well. But essentially, Skipper rum is full of flavour, full-bodied, slightly better for me. I prefer it to Woods. I don't know if I prefer it to lamb spiced. It depends what mood I'm in. I think I can see the benefits of both. So I think I would say it's definitely better than Captain Morgan's at this point. But I would say lamb's, it depends what you're after. And I obviously have used lamb spiced. There are other versions of lambs. And personally, I've just not got them in my collection. Lamb spiced I love. So, yeah. But let me know what you think in the comments. But, yeah, that's my thoughts on Skipper in comparison. And I will catch you in the next video. Apologies for the speed run, but figured it'd be better.